Hey, what's up, guys? Beeler here again. And today we're just going to go over a quick little video, good, small, informative little video, just going over how to scalp on the 1 minute using no indicators. And this is pretty much how the BB system is played, and I've gone over this a few times in that aspect, but I wanted to break down a video that just solely talks about the 1 minute scalps using no indicators. So all I have marked is the pre-market high. There's a level over here. I can't see it. There's a level there, and it's the pre-market high. This was actually from today. I just wanted to go over it because I was going through some few charts and I ended up trading this, so it was a good example. I could go over more thoroughly without like having to really remember anything or go through it all. But so the pre-market high is what you're focusing on. You're looking for the bullish breakout of the pre-market high. I mean, that's just the normal go-to. And you see that you have rising buyer volume. Since you're looking for this break. You got your rising volume from here to here, as well as from here to here. So you have 1, 2, 3 confirmations of buyers stepping in. Another good indication to get in for this retest entry was, how do you know it's going to bounce? Like, how do you know it's going to bounce without using an indicator? Because normally you have an average line and it would maybe test under it or maybe get just really close to it, no matter what you're using. And the whole thing is, though, this goes back to my Iron Hands video. You're in a range. Stocks moves in waves and ranges, right? So why would that be any different here? So you mark that line because that's where you pushed up from. You pushed up from here to here. That gives you a range. And you have a range on every single one like that. You have one here as well. And they have to take that range to actually control and move towards the direction, whether it's bullish or bearish, buyers or sellers. So you have your line here. This is where it would draw back to. And if you look right here on just your volume, you actually have dropping volume, which is further confirming this line, that this support is more crucial as a support or re-entry. I think Devin ended up scalping from here to here. I ended up day trading or scalping from, I think I just played the pre-market high. I played this, held through this because I knew this was still bullish because it didn't break back below anything crazy. And I think I sold about right here. I just sold on the new high. I think I was up like 20-something% here. I was up 33% right here. So I just took it here. You know, whatever. It's a good little trade. But the 1 minute is a lot different than the 5 minute. It's a lot choppier. You're going to get a lot more movement. And I just wanted to show you with no indicators, you can still get through a trade successfully. And all you have to do is look at the volume, your price action, your lines. You know, you're drawing your lines. You have your pre-market set level. You know, you have a level before the market's open. And then you have your lines like this purple one here where I had to draw intraday. I had to draw that line because I needed to remind myself that it's not bearish until it passes back below this and then retest this. And then back in this range, it would still be kind of a zeroed out formation. It can still go up or down. If it re-hit this and pushed up with rising volume, which shortly after it did, here to here as well as here to here, I had a confirmed move up, which is why I took my profits here. I could have maybe kept it since I did just have a reset candle here, like I'll see me talk about in the volume videos, and then we had another rising candle here, higher than the sellers. So that was a good continuation move too. But I was just glad to get out through that hold. I was really proud of myself for holding through that. And you guys should go do this more, even if it's just for an example and you didn't trade it with real money, or you practice it with paper. It's still good to go through this chart like this and remind yourself why you stayed in that trade. You know, got in for the pre-market high with rising volume, stayed in the trade because I had lowering volume on a support for this range, and then I had rising volume pushing for a newer high, giving me confirmation to continue to hold, and then I should take profit soon. So it's just a good little review that you should go through as well. I'm sure there's more examples. I just really wanted to go over this because this had the rising volume as well as the decreasing volume to confirm a support. And this really ties back in my Iron Hands video big time. Because again, you had rising volume here. Let's just talk about this. How could you have caught that reversal? It pushed above that high. Pushed above where I sold with another rising volume, just like we talked with the cancellation, and then the buyer step back in. And then you had sellers step back in to confirm the support. Buyer reaction, normal. Rising seller volume. Now you should be thinking, okay, I broke back below this one. Now there's a higher chance I return to this level. Breaks back below that level. Let's see where it gets to. So it finally gets there. And you had rising seller volume the whole way. Rising seller volume. to confirm that you're breaking back below. So now you know sellers are definitely trying to keep control of this. Now you're back in the pre-market range. So now you know that there's a higher probability it's going to try and retest this as a support. And you didn't have dropping volume, you had rising volume. That's why it broke that level. So now you know there's a good chance it gets more bearish from here because you had dropping volume in each of those ranges and sellers are taking back control one range at a time. Rising seller volume as it drops out. Now you know sellers are definitely keeping control of this, and then you would go to your previous day levels to keep finding more levels, but that's just a really good example of the iron hands. See? Drops here, caught support. Now you're looking for the sellers to retake this. Buyers never took it back above this range to make a higher high out of this little area here. It made a lower high, actually. Bearish. Another lower high at that level. Let's see where it breaks below. Look at that. Rising sellers. Rising sellers. Dropping buyers. That's a continuation for bears. And this is good to go through. I promise you. Just go through and do exactly what I'm doing. Buyer reaction to the seller continuation. It's normal. Rising seller volume showing you sellers are still in control. And don't doubt yourself if you're not able to just go through and analyze a chart as quick and well as that. It's not like I'm a pro and it's not like you're dumb. There's nothing to do with that. It's just practice. You just got to go practice more. The only difference between anyone is just practice. No one's better than anyone. It's the work you put in to get the results you want. But if this video helped you, please leave a like and comment. Please at me in chat or anything if this helped you. If I can add on to any questions you have, help you out with that. If there's any ideas for any videos you guys want, go ahead and at me in chat as well. I think this will just be on the premium playlist. But I'm really glad to give this out to you guys. I really wanted to go over the 1 minute scalp, and Facebook happened to give me a really good example today of what a perfect scenario looks like. But this whole volume and price action stuff that I'm helping you guys learn is really what I want to focus on. I already have the mini videos in the BB system and all that good stuff, so that's not hard. But going over this stuff is what I really want to help people with, because pure price action is something that's not taught in every group, and it's kind of annoying because I'm not going to sit here and tell you middle VWAP's going to make you rich, because let's see how accurate middle VWAP was. I wouldn't have caught that support catch. This is an early break. I would have been way more confident here. So this is actually a late break because you were in here and here, so that's a late break. So yeah, and look how far it is. I mean, and this is the second most accurate average line on the market. The only other one bigger or more accurate than this, or least lagging, is the McGinley dynamic, and you have to get a custom script just to have that on Thinkorswim. It's only on TradingView or whatever. But that just goes to show, like, you're always going to have a lagging indicator. It doesn't matter what average line you have, it's going to be lagging. So price action is the most reliable thing you have. Price action volume, level 2 is what you step up to when you start getting more confident with the bit I showed you today, and then you could start dipping your toes into the waters of level 2 in times and sales. But for now, if you like this video, please leave a like and comment. I'll see you guys in the next one.